All right, we are back, and thank you for waiting, AJ Bites. I just got your message, and thank you for waiting. I am Asian, and I'm running on Korean American time, so I apologize. We're about 10 minutes in. I had some technical difficulties, and so I was making sure everything was working. I think everything's working. Let's go ahead and press play and see how we do. Here we go. Okay, great. I'm actually gonna kind of do a hybrid of listening with headphones and speakers today. Plan is to finish this, and it's been kind of a hectic week. First half of the week was actually I was on vacation, and I just got back yesterday night, and now I'm kind of in the swing. I'm really excited. I mean, it's gonna be a busy month. I got a call to score a film, and it's due really soon. So, and that was assigned today. So, first off, I'd like to make an announcement real quick that after this episode, I'll probably be having to take a break for the next 3 weeks until the film is done. In the meantime, I want to try to finish this track, and you know do it properly, give it the respect this track needs to finish. There's a lot of work that is need to be done though. So what I need to do here is first off decide if there's certain elements I need to take out, add in. Like for instance, right here on this measure 28, I think it could use some. It could probably use some kind of melody towards the middle, and so maybe the strings can split and do like the high strings on a melody, with some kind of trumpet horn type of doubling. And definitely some kind of gong hit. I think gong would be really nice. So let's start there, and then let's kind of also touch on some of these if we have time. But we have to move on. So main focus we'll be touching this up from measure 28 and onwards, and then let's start a new section, and then let's come back, kind of just do some tweaks in the whole piece. Okay. So, with that being said, how are you guys? Hope you are all doing well. It is a Thursday night, and we are right about to start the night, basically with everyone in Utah being 8 p.m. ish right now. So we're just winding down. Everyone's starting to wind down from work, and I hope wherever you guys are at, that you're having a great time watching these videos. So be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's get started. Um, I was just saying 3 a.m. in the UK. Wow, that's some dedication. Well, thanks for joining. I appreciate it. Okay, I'm going to turn off my speakers so I can hear my how this would sound on headphones briefly. I need to change this to headphones. All right, and bring up the volume a little bit. So we were thinking some hits here with gong. So let's start there. Let's find some gong. We have this one. We have Cinnagong. We have some Jaeger gong and damage gong. Let's just why don't we just turn all of those on and kind of go ahead and turn that or just audition for all of these here. Thank you. Tenacious. Wow, that's an adjective I've never heard ascribed to me, so I appreciate it. So here. So I'm hearing. I think you guys can hear it. I'm not hearing it. So let's see what's going on here. Oh, okay. Duh. You know what? I need to. This is actually something I didn't do in my trip. I need to actually plug my headphones in, and right now they're not ready. These are actually hooked up to a different headphone. So let me actually just use this one instead. They're practically the same speakers, but I'm just gonna mirror these. Oh man, I totally forgot to do that. Okay, so let's see here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a new headphone so that we're kind of. I didn't want to do system wide, but okay, let's see here. What I need to do is add in the Sennheiser 650. These are Sennheiser 650s. The one I use is like 600, I believe. Open profile. Maybe if I were to do this, it would be a little quicker. Yeah. I haven't done this in a bit, so sorry, 1 second. Let me get this all ready to go. Let's go to settings. And into settings, there should be some kind of thing where I can just change that on the fly. There we go. So done. Okay. So then we can go to this one. Let's add a preset and let's add some new headphones. We'll call these the Sennheiser 650s. Wired. Select. And let's add that into here. Okay. Next is I need to go back to this one. This is actually the inside of Cubase that we're using. And I should be able to, yeah, I should be able to go back and forth on that, but it looks like it's not talking to each other, so that's kind of a annoyance. Let me see if I can close, maybe I can just close this out and reload it in like this and see if that pulls it up. Add new headphone, they will be loaded in plugin. Okay, I did that already. So it's not wanting to. So there's that. Yeah. And really, it's not a big deal. I could use this setting and move on if that's gonna be the case. But yeah, okay, let's do that. Let's get out of this guy though. Okay, and quit out of that. Let's hear how this sounds. Okay, great. And then I think I did one more tweak that I probably should do. I was scoring another thing, and basically I had to put in mono, so because the dialogue was on the left ear. Okay, so now I can hear everything in stereo. Okay, all right, now I should be able to hear gongs and all that stuff. There you go. I apologize for the wait. Let's hear this one. Oh, there you go. Okay, weak sauce. Let's actually disable that. That sounds nice. It's a little slow though, so I'm gonna disable that one. And I think I'm going to actually go with one of these two. I'm kind of leaning towards the Synagong, so let's try that, and let's add that into the mix. Cool. All right. So another thing I should do is let's load in the other one, which is here. And this could be a combination. It could be like some cymbal swell and the gong swell, but I think I need some swell leading into this. Let's turn it on. Let's actually do this first. Okay, so there's your first one, and volume-wise, that was okay. Let's see if we can emulate that into here. Okay, so let's listen to everything. Okay, great. So this gong is really cutting through, as you can hear, but it might, wrong button. It might be too loud actually. So let's just kind of tuck that in. Let's go about here. Let's see how that sounds. Cool. And there's quite a bit of compression happening because of what we have in the limiter, and everything is just balls to the wall loud here. So that's something to keep in mind as we're doing this. And we'll do some mixing and hopefully fix some of the pumping sound that we're hearing. Okay, so that is one idea. The next idea, maybe we can add some timpani just to kind of strengthen that crescendo. I do have timpani here, I believe, right here. So I like to A and B cymbals and gongs, as you can see. So there's gong A, gong B, timpani A, timpani B. Very especially useful for switching off between rolls and hits. So that's my tip of the day. So let's try this right here. We're in the key of G. Oh yeah, G minor. So yeah. Excuse me. We can try E flat. Let's try E flat. Something like that, or Let's try a lower E flat. Okay, it's kind of hard to hear, but maybe with good headphones or good speakers you can hear that. Let's try that again. Okay, let's just solo that. Okay, let's hear that in context. Actually, I'm going to solo these two and make sure that they get out of the way of each other. So this one, let's go like this. Let's go like this. Okay, so there's a problem here, as you can see. This is doing some cool sounds or cool hits, but let's just get rid of that. We'll do a strong front attack. Yeah, it's quite a generous amount of crescendo. Maybe let's back down that and let's press play one more time. Cool. All right. So I think we're good to go. It did cut out a little bit, but I think that will help in the energy level. Now, as we get later and later in this little section, we should probably re-attack it again. So let's determine where. Okay, so I think it needs to be every two. It should be every two bars. So let's re-attack that here. And on this one, let's just get rid of any type of CC data. Same thing here, but maybe on these we can do a crescendo and keep the crescendo going. Okay, this one's kind of tricky, but let's see how I can make it sound. Yeah, see that weird attack, and then the release, and then attack again. This is where it gets kind of tricky. Let me think about that for a second. We're going shoom, crash. Oh man, we almost need a third one. So whenever I get into this little trap, what I'll do is I will render this in place, and then we'll just use the audio of that in the later sections, and that's the workaround. I mean, of course, if I were to send this session over to someone else, it'd be kind of confusing, but just logistically, this is the way they do it. All right, so let's go ahead and move this over here. And let's see, the release is probably around there. Yep. So let's just go ahead and delete that. Oh, sorry. Let's go ahead and delete this, and let's keep this in here. And then let's do this. Cool. All right. So, so there's that. We could probably do this for the crash. Now, I do have another crash right here. So since I have it in my template, might as well use it. And let's put that right there. Okay. And then we could probably do something like this. Great. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead Oh yeah, this is another problem. This hit is a little bit in front of the beat. So what I'll do is I'll just cut in there instead. And that works. That works. Okay, so here we go. We got some crashes, landing. Gotta do another one of these. So let's double this one up. And let's go here. And let's go here. Kind of like that. Okay. All right, so I'm pressing all sorts of wrong buttons today. Okay, let's press play and see how it goes. Cool. All right, so it's plenty loud, I know, and there's a lot we can do here to reduce that. For one, we just need to, let's see here, 1 second. Oh, I see. We just need to maybe bring everything else down. Well, that's usually a solution here. Cool. All right. All right. So what to do for this part in maybe the strings now? Let's look at strings and make sure that strings are okay. Let's see here. Okay, so maybe what I'm hearing is quite a bit of like a balance issue here. So these strings sound nice, but they're a bit loud. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and glue these together and see what we can do with the volume here. We could probably just mess around in this vicinity, in this region of the CC11. And let's kind of hear that now. Okay. And then now the brass really comes through more. And let's listen to the brass now. Okay. Yeah, sounds nice. Okay, so maybe what we could do is use the brass as a melody element and keep the strings going. I really like what the strings are doing. I think what we could do is the brass can be a bit more melodic. You'll see. Let's try this. As I'm going bum 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 bum. Although the drums are doing that. Man, let's see. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so maybe here on this part, bum, bum, bum. Let's maybe get rid of these guys for a second. I'm just gonna mute them in case I decide to change my mind. So then we go boom. Oh, yeah, so let's something like that. That probably sounds better, so let's do something like that. So keep the D in the middle, but let's move these over here. Okay. Cool. I mean, the volume sounds pretty good there too. I don't think I need to shape it too much. Okay. All right. So I think we have a solution here. So bum bum bum. Let's do that same idea. So taking this over to another spot. Let's go. Same thing. We're going to keep the middle the same. We're going to go G. Like that. Now, I'm not sure if that's the right notes, but and I gotta make sure that I'm not playing notes that I can't play. So this is trumpet, right? Okay, yeah. I mean this is a rookie mistake on my end. So let's go like this. Man, okay, you might have to just do the whole thing an octave higher for the trumpets. Let's try again. Okay, so let's see here. So trumpets, horns, trombones, and bass trombone are all playing this. What I think I need to do is go back to this and see if this is the right note. So let's do a lower one. I think maybe just switching that to E flat would be the solution. Cool. All right, same thing. Let's bring up these trumpets. Trumpets need to be a whole octave. Okay. I'll try my best, AJ Bytes. Let's see. Let the composing spirits lead me. Here we go. So we have CG, and then let's bring this back in. Okay, so yeah, let's kind of use this schematic. Oh yeah, I was deleting or muting them now. I should just mute them just to be consistent about it. Okay, so let's get rid of this so we can see this better. I don't have to go up and down so much. So then over here, bum 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 bum. Maybe let's also add something here. So let's go bum 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 bum. Let's kind of change it up. Let's just do brass. Okay, so first off, let's get the balance right. So we have bum, bum, bum. Okay, so here I think we could bum, bum, bum. Since it's kind of a continuing line, I'm just gonna and effectively just delete all of that. And we can reprogram that in if we need to. We might need to. Let's see. Okay, so we have all that. Let's hear that again. Okay. Okay, all right, good. Bum, bum, bum. The question is, do we go up or down? I think down sounds better. From that, should we go the same note? Or but let's see, we're in G minor, huh? Bum, bum. Let's do this too. Why don't we delete kind of right there? Just keep this going. So yeah, and the reason is the melodic line needs to continue. So let's just keep that going all the way through like that. Okay, so the question would be, are we gonna go bum? And these are like in like power chords essentially. Let's hear the context of everything else for a second. Okay, so let's go. Let's go D. Okay, but one thing that is not jiving is this note here. Bup up. Maybe we can keep these short. Bup up. Let's change. Let's make sure the articulation is all the same. Okay. All right. And then, what if we went here? interesting. Almost needs, if I were to do that, the drums also need to kind of be added to not feel like it's being poked out. Okay. We definitely need to go like this. Okay. Let's see. Let's go to that C chord again. So what if we added that note right here? Cool. All right, and then going back to here, there's the switch of notes. It sounds like it's behind the beat. I mean, it's not behind the beat, but with the drums, it kind of sounds behind the beat. So I'm going to rush it just a bit. Maybe not that much, but rush it a bit to keep in time slightly. Now, on headphones, it might sound pretty good, and then I have to check the big speakers too. So let's do that. Okay. All right. And then we have these low brass. Is that what I'm hearing? Wow. Maybe we take that down. Excuse me. Excuse me. Well, I've been doing construction all day on a composing studio with insulation, so I think I'm just getting weird allergies from that. Okay, so I think with this, we could probably go down a bit. Okay, now I'm going to undo what I just did. All right, let's hear it again. Yeah, so this is undoing. What I would do is shape the sound of the trombone. So let's just do this and do a more of a shaping job here. There we go. Okay, so let's see if I can just do this in one take. Let's do a staccatissimo. Cool. And this was kind of what threw me off. Okay, And then let's listen to this last part here. Okay, so what's wrong here, guys? Looks like I have two of these going at the same time. Okay, so when I render this in place, it doesn't look like anything muted, or I might have unmuted on accident. Okay, cool. So there we go. There is that section. I feel like that feels more full now, right? And this is kind of a breather as well. Well, not a breather. This is a section that has a lot of things happening in the scene. So if I'm imagining a chase scene or something, you know, a lot of drama is happening. A lot of things are going wrong. So yeah, it's not quite like a mellow part. It's like a nice little bridge part, if you will. But this bridge will turn into back maybe like a bigger A section towards the end. So let's find what that A section would be. Would it be that or this? Probably that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is let's listen to the elements in this section. So this is measure 20, as you can see down here, measure 20, and this is measure 28. So everything leading to measure 20, 28. We're gonna go ahead and listen and see what are the things that really stand out in this section, and then what are some things that we can add on to this part. So that's the idea, right? And kind of going into that. Dun dun dun. AJ had a great idea of modulating here. That's definitely a possibility. Bump. Let me listen to that timpani hit. So timpani hit goes dun 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 dun. Yeah. So that timpani could sort of set it up to do like a modulation. Not a bad idea. I'll think about that. What I'd say though is like as a solution is the melody is kind of in the strings here. It's not really a melody, but that's kind of the main element here. So and then this one just does some stabs. Okay, so I think what we could try doing is playing the melody or this part in the strings into the brass somehow. I'll just do it in here for a second. And let me look at this one. Even though, yeah, great. Even though I'm not on the instrument, I can just sort of use this as like a sheet music. So let's get rid of this. Hello. There you go. And let's see what I'm doing here. I mean, we could add to that a little bit by doing just more notes, but okay. So okay, so here's an idea. Go high on the brass, low, and trade off and see how that sounds. Oops. Anyways, it's kind of like sheet music, but not. Okay, or do it the other way. Oh, wrong notes. Interesting. So let's try this. I'm going to take that much. I'm going to copy that over into this next section here. And we're not going to copy and paste every element, but I think it'd be nice to start sketching here and using some drums as a bed. So starting here. So I just did a global copy. If you guys are familiar with that, it's basically this thing right here, global copy in Cubase. And that copies everything that was inside the range. So then what I'll be doing is I'm just going to mute this, mute that. And what I like to do on stuff like this is just to duplicate the track. So duplicate versions, and you can do it all in one swoop, which is nice. Let's rename this version 1.04. That's my save session name right now, 1.04. So then you can go back and do other things if you don't like it. So then I can delete this. Okay, marimba is also there, so let's just delete that for a second. Cool. All right, now let's listen to this. Cool. Yeah, that works right there. All right, so let's listen to this little transition. Okay, you get the idea. So we could do that. And then modulation was a suggestion. Thank you for that. Let me just make sure that this copies over. I mean, we can change this part, but I'm just going to put it in here anyways. So that was supposed to copy over, but it didn't copy over because that track was locked. And that's actually a nice little trick too. Sometimes you don't want to copy everything, so you can lock a track. Anyways, that wasn't intentional though. Okay, so we have that going on. Okay, so we're kind of in this D note, right? Dun 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 dun. Interesting. Okay, so let's see. Let's play around with that idea and entertain this modulation idea. If we're to modulate, I think A going up in a step would be interesting. Or even half a step. I'm kind of curious how that would sound. Okay, if we were to half a step, I think that would be kind of fun. So let's see here. Let's bring this up half a step. Let's bring this one half a step. Actually, no, this is like a drum. I should probably put this one down here in this one. Yep, the non-tune MIDI. So then that means all of these guys, let's see. This one, I just did that one. Okay, there actually isn't much to change, but so let's select these guys. Let's go half a step up, and then there was another type of sound here that I'm looking for. So sound effects is non-tuned, but well, some of them is. Like I know this one is a non-tuned. Is this a non-tuned? Yeah. Okay. So let's also move this over here, so it's not in the right spots. I have two folders: non-tuned MIDI and tuned MIDI. Okay. So then, as that's happening, let's listen to this. It'll be kind of interesting to change that. So our ears will have to flip gears here, and let's go ahead and go to A flat or G sharp minor. I'm thinking A flat minor. G sharp minor. G sharp minor. So if we're going G sharp minor to E, that makes more sense. Let's call it G sharp minor to E, and then go from there. So let's change out some of the string stuff from here. Okay, so I'm just thinking, what should the strings play? Okay. Let's try one at a time. Ah, that's a bummer. So the highest note looks like is a G. It doesn't go any higher. So let's go one octave lower on all that. Let's try again. This is actually where am I trying to find? It's a octaved, double octave note. Oh, sorry. Wrong key. Let's go back on the measure. Okay, so that's that. I was trying to get some good little expression there. I might have to do another pass on that. Let's see. Da-na-na-na. Should we just leave it as is? That's probably good enough. It was on a click. So what I want to do though is make sure that there's a little bit extra here at the end. So I think we're safe to just double that on timpani. Let's delete that. Let's go to the next one. So this one, that's safe to probably go double, double. Let's go here. Let's double that. Let's double that. And there you go. Yeah, thanks for the suggestion, by the way. That was awesome. It's fun to experiment. I don't do a lot of modulations, actually, to be honest. So these are nice reminders to think outside the box, try different things. And it's good to experiment always to, when the time comes to do these for actual paid work, like going on a film score, then I have a lot more tools in my belt. Okay, so I think we have that going. Let's balance the strings out slightly more. Okay, and sorry, one sec. I also realized that I must have recorded over that section, so I'm going to undo everything for a second. There you go. Okay, I'm going to copy this file. And now, can I undo it? Yes, I can. Okay, so then, this is a weird workaround, by the way. And that's just because I had it under replace mode. Okay, so we have that. Let's listen again. So as you can see, the volume here is much louder. Just delete that and see if that fixes it. Cool. Yeah, it could probably bump. But also, we're not including this part. So let's see what we can do here. That's the easiest way to go about it. And we might be able to harmonize this too. AJ, you demand royalties now. I know, I owe you. I owe you one. Yeah, hit me up if you ever do these live streams or anything. I'll try to check them out. Or if you ever just compose something and put it out there, hit me up. Okay, so we have all this stuff here, and then we have maybe a harmony line that we can try adding. And let's figure that out. So we have, right, this is an octave lower. That's fine. So what I would do is, let's go up actually, because one line is going, and then another line is going. So we can do something in between that. G sharp minor, right? So let's put a D sharp. Okay. Okay, let's go down. All right, yeah, sounds good. I hope things get a lot more in order for you, as you're saying. Yeah, hit me up. So then we have D sharp. Yeah, life happens. See. It's kind of cool, but. Da, da, na, na, na. What am I doing wrong? That's it. Okay, so we have that. Same thing here. D, na. Okay. Here's a cool trick too. You can go delete mono, and that deletes anything that's overlapping that same patch that we're using. I could probably, well, actually no. Let's do this. Let's just go like that. Let's go down to here. All right, same thing. Highlight these guys. Delete mono overlap. Okay. All right, so now let's listen to 37 by itself. Okay, yeah. So we're just kind of thickening the melody here. Okay, so as that's happening, let's do one more thing, and let's add trumpet. I mean, woodwinds would be nice too, but I think we can limit our track to just strings and brass for this one, and get away with it. So let's just add a higher brass. Notice this isn't quantized. I might want to quantize one of these like this one to just give a little more spread on things and see what happens. Okay, great. And what was that sound we just heard? Oh, it's this whoosh, huh? You know what I'll do? Sometimes when things like this happen. It drives me crazy. I'll just do this. Any of those sound effects that come through, we might as well just print them in the mix, and then we can save actually some sampling power in a way, or just MIDI processing power. Okay, so that's done. Let's do that for these ones as well, real quick. Render each one. Some of these sound effects are really nice. I'm not a sound designer, so I anytime I find really cool sounds, I'm like, how the heck do they do that? And yeah, so my hats go off to a lot of the sound designers that are making these libraries. That thank you for just making kick-ass sounds. There's a lot of different libraries I'm using. I'm using the Architecture of Sound, which is stress off sampling, Skylab, which is from the Hallian series. And I'm sure there's just so many sound designers out there that really don't get a lot of shout outs. So that's something I'm hoping to do more of, is getting to know some of these sound designers and maybe work with them personally down the road. That would be really fun. Okay, so we have all this. I actually just disabled these two tracks, and now we should have some nice sample. Yeah, okay, so those are now baked in, so to speak. I'll just do that. And now we should be able to avoid some of these weird bleeding in sounds. Okay. All right, so we're adding longer notes as opposed to spiccato notes. We definitely need to do something in the spiccato range though, for the low strings, I feel. And is Arc 1 the best for that? I'm not sure. I think the Jaeger might be better. So I'm just going to turn another instance of this on. And what we'll do is in like the cello range, we're going to still keep some kind of pulse going so that it doesn't sound so empty. So the easiest way to do this is just copy that over here, but not note for note. We're just having a reference for this. So we're gonna highlight all this and go maybe 2 octaves down, maybe 1 octave down for a second. Okay, great. So there's that, and this is actually in the wrong spot. Okay, my bad. Let's go ahead and find the other part of that. This part. So we're gonna go down to. So we're gonna treat this like the cello. Okay. Oh yeah, and also let's make sure it's modulated up. Okay. So I'm gonna experiment with this for a second. Okay. And we might have to change the notes up altogether, but what I like to do is just make sure it's balanced. Okay. So this is this could work. This could work if I just go da 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 da. I could do that, but this probably will need to go. So if we go da 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 da, I could probably just add da 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 da. something like this in there. And AJ Soundbites, you're saying you're weak in sound design when you study music tech after 8 years. You've been getting into music. Great. You got a Volca key and ended up in a synth rabbit hole. Yeah. Well, cool. I mean, hey, sometimes that's the best way to get lost and get better is just kind of fall into a rabbit hole. Yeah, sound designing with hardware synths, I bet. I actually went to NAMM, the NAMM convention in April earlier, and man, those I was playing around with some of those hardware synths, including the Melbourne instruments. That was really sweet. It was all like motorized faders and like the presets you can save, which is pretty cool. I thought that was neat. Okay, so if we were to do that, I could just kind of copy that in. Okay, cool. So maybe go an octave higher. Hey, Cheyenne. Not much. Just been busy. How about you? Okay, let's hear or see a visual of this. Okay, cool. So I just want to make sure I'm not overlapping. There's some space between these two voices. I'm gonna actually do doubling on this just to really bring up the sound even more. And what am I trying to do? Let's go ahead and highlight this and maybe bring up the velocity just even more. Okay, cool. All right. The next step then is to do that here, but we need to bring both of these down and like that. Okay. Same thing. I'm just going to copy this over here and this over here. Okay. And we got to double the line. So let's go like that. Great. Let's hear it. Okay. I don't know why, but I'm just going to bring some of this down. Cool. Okay, so we're not going to make it so like generic sounding or cookie cutter, but this is a good start. So then I kind of like what I added here. I think there's this extra layer, E flat, or in this case E natural, that in both lines actually, that probably needs to happen here as well. So if this was B and G sharp, that would work actually. I can kind of keep that going. But maybe not in context. So if anything, oh sorry, this is E, isn't it? Not B. I'm looking at it, it looks like a B from afar, just the letter there. Anyways, that's why. So then what we'll do is bring it to D sharp. Okay. All right. So as that's happening, let's figure out how we'll end it. But once we get a few more things in place, then we can focus on ending. So let's listen to everything now. cool. Now, next is the brass. Anything else? Maybe percussion, more percussion perhaps. Okay, but the most important part would be the brass. What's the brass going to play? So we have 3 elements: horn, trombone, and actually I would just say horn and trombone, and then bass trombone kind of just supports. So let's look at horns for a second. Oh yeah, and let's look at one other thing here, which was this line. I got to transpose it, but da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Okay. Something looks off to me. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Oh yeah, look at this. Oh, never mind. That's where that fill is, huh? Okay. So I should be looking here. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. And then all right, so let's go in a half step higher. Makes sense. First one was here. I have to just practice this manually. Okay. All right, so now let's go to the brass section. And let's go in here. For some reason, that went to staccato. Let's try that again. Oops. I almost have to go that high, huh? Yeah, timing's off. Let's see here. Okay, so that's what the strings were playing in the previous part. So what if I muted that one for a second? Okay. And I feel like that's kind of too flabby. I think it needs something way different like this. Let's I kind of like where this is leading. Let's see. Let's just do trombone for a second. Okay, so this might work. We could add like a different line in conjunction with that. Okay, let's do some fading in and out of this. Not much. Okay, and again, those chords are debatable at the end, but we will stick with it for now. What am I trying to do? Grid relative. Oh, that's weird. Usually don't have that going. Okay, so there's that, and then what I can do is I can even mute the top, or excuse me, the bottom, and then mute the top of the bass trombone like this. It's kind of interesting. The bass trombone is probably a bit loud, so let's make sure. Let's see here. Copy that. Okay, let's bring this down. As you can see, the volume goes really high. So smooth that out. Make sure it's even. This part is okay. 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 Now, if I were to bring this back in, how would that might be too much. So let's dial this down a bit. Okay. All right. There's a lot going on here, so we might need to change some of the stuff that's happening here. What if I'm see. Lengthen that. Okay. I'm simplifying this so that other things can pop out and it's not all fighting each other. Actually, that brings me to a good point, though. This part where it gets, there's a hole, maybe this part can get brought up and we change up the notes here. So the first initial thought was with the strings play here, that bass can really poke through and do that do 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 do, something like that. I'm just going to copy these in and make sure to modulate them. But let's, on this part we have okay. So here, what if let's modulate up one step? What if I go down and try that? Yeah, I can't really hear it, but that's kind of interesting to do something like that on top of everything else and see if it would fit in there somehow. I'm just going to mute that. Okay, so the goal is if we can use this idea, and if it's not if it doesn't work, that's okay. At least we tried. So let's see here. Let's do staccato. Okay, it's probably too high. For some reason it's not playing. Let's try again. Yeah. So it's not too high. It's probably too low. Okay. Okay. Cool. I feel like trumpet could probably double that too. So there's a few little things we could do. First off, the trumpet is doing dee da dee da, so we can maybe do that here as well. Cool. So what if I do that in the trumpet? Cool. I think that may work. And then that with the other thing that was happening with the bass that I was simplifying. Okay. And the reason why I'm simplifying as well is there's also this guy. And you know, it's just, it has to play the same stuff. If it's not playing the same stuff, it just in the low end it gets so muddy, and it's pretty muddy as it is, I have to say. So cool. All right, just listening to that for a second. That may work. Okay, so let's use that concept and bring it over to the next part. So I already have this, so I'm just going to copy that over to here in the brass, like that. All right, and then let's go ahead and copy this over here. Okay, we should change this to staccato. I should do the same before I forget. Change this to staccato. All right, and then to the melody part, we have dee-da, dee-da. Okay. All right, so then let's copy that over here. Make sure the articulations are saved. Looks like we're good. Look at that. Great. Okay, so let's press play and hear how that sounds. Kind of, after hearing that a few times, that the horn on the high end is kind of cool, but let's just be consistent. Well, maybe I could add like a solo horn, descant horn or something, put that up there, but let's hear it again. Okay, cool. So now I think we have all the elements in place. I do enjoy messing around with that melody and putting them in different places. It's not just the typical spiccato strings that are happening all the time, such as here where it's going right. It's not doing that anymore. We're doing some voice exchanges, but yeah, I think it works for the most part. Let's just kind of keep that in check. What we need to do is figure out if I should change this back to G sharp minor right here at 43. I'm leaning towards that. Jun, 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 jun. Maybe we can keep that E going to 43 and 44. Okay, so let's finish off this melody here. Dee-da, dee-da, dee-dee-da-da. Let's listen again. Okay, so let's add this melody back and bring it out. Okay, I'm leaning towards that B chord. Let's try it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's a rough idea. So then, probably want to quantize that slightly. Okay, so then let's put this into the harmony of that. So we have let's go C sharp. Next, we have F. So then F, we can go let me think about that for a second. What I'll do, context-wise, I might have to think about that for a little more in the direction it's going, because I want the top line playing that B actually. So, right? Yeah, that B. So I'm not sure what I'll do for a second. Let me do this so that this should be pretty easy. Okay, let's quantize it. Okay, and then it goes to a G sharp, but it doesn't actually go that high. So maybe let's just do that for now. And then coming back to this, let's hear that in context. Cool. It works really well. I'm just wondering if there's any octaves needed here. Yeah, it does in a sense. Right. That high G sharp is nice to have in there. So what else? Besides these notes, can we harmonize in between that? Like a D sharp. But should I put that in a different spot so it's not as confusing? I could put it in here. Cool. Let's put it in here. So this one here is a different library, specific strings. Mixes really well. Some marcato would be nice. Okay, so let's look at that with this. And I am on Pacific Strings, edit active part only. All right, so let's do it one at a time. So before I was on D sharp. Yeah, right? So D sharp. Man, oh man, this is gonna be interesting. So let's go E and C sharp. And then I think we can highlight these in B major. So this could be F sharp, this could be D sharp. Let's go to B, F sharp, and this will be B, yeah, B. Let's try that. Or D, D sharp. Okay, maybe on this one, let's make it sus. Okay. Okay, and that's a filler. That highlighted stuff, that actually won't be what we'll end with. Maybe we'll end with a dun 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 dun, something more spiccato-y there. But I think that's good. So then I have to figure out what the hell the horns are playing and trumpets are playing. Pardon my French. Let's see here. Okay, so this will work. Ba-na-na-na. Maybe the horns just double up on these notes. I mean, either that or it goes bum, 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 bum. I don't know. Maybe the low brass does the bum, bum, and then, yeah. So let's try that. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So we can make this a little more gradual, of course, but I just want the brass to stick out a little more, and we don't really have that much more room to grow, but let's just give it as all we got. Okay. And let's look at the trumpet. Same thing with trumpet. Okay, so one thing I noticed is this stuff could go higher. I'm not sure why it's so low, so let's kind of exaggerate that in a bit. Yeah, this one doesn't even have shaping to it. Let's do that as well while we're here. Well, I can see why. Let's see here. So this stuff really sticks out, which is nice. Maybe too much though, so just kind of bring that in. Okay, let's try that again. So then these can still go down. Okay, let's make sure I'm not duplicating tracks or notes. Sometimes that happens, it's twice as loud. So I have some shortcut keys for that. Alright, I think. Okay, anyways. Okay, so definitely that's more of a programming thing on Vienna Ensemble's end. I feel like that can just be lowered here manually. So let's go here and let's bring that down. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Let's press play. Cool. All right. So we'll work on the ending in just a second. There's a few other tweaks I'm going to do. This is in the trumpets. Interesting. Okay. And there's that. So, man, by itself, it sounds pretty balanced, but when in the side of the ensemble, I feel like this can actually go up. So I'm just gonna bring that up a little bit. Okay, so then where are we at? So the horns are going, trumpets are going, and then this part. There's a chord issue here. I'm facing at 43 now. E sounds like right, but what if we like put like a dominant seventh on there or something? Or we might have to just change the chord. So let's think about that. So let's go here. Okay. So we have G sharp minor, we have E. And then maybe C sharp. No. That's cool. I like that C sharp in there. Okay, so if we were to go C sharp, then we might have to change these guys. This is in E, so let's go to C sharp. Let's go to this one. Go to C sharp. What else? Brass. Let's go to C sharp. Let's go C sharp. Okay, and something needs to change there too at 44 with the trombone. I'm just gonna leave it out for a second. That's trombone. Oh, bass trombone. Yeah, both of them. Anyways, so there's that. Let's go to the other chord stuff. There's drums. What's this? Okay. There's one other thing. It's the bass line, isn't it? Oh yeah. This is it's actually not full. It's incomplete. So what we need to do here is add fills. I can't talk right now. Sorry. It's hard to think and talk at the same time. Let's do C sharp here. And I'm just going to fill in these chords. So how low can we go? Let's do that one. Okay. All right, so then let's do this and fill that in with E. And let's fill this back in. Okay, so this should be good now. The bass line also could probably use some attention towards the little ending that we're going to be making here. I'm just making it short and sweet. We could probably make this twice as long, to be honest, but that requires a little more time as well. So we can kind of cut it short right here by just doing a one time repeat on the A section. Okay, so let's go ahead and press play. Okay. So we need to kind of chase, so to speak, what's happening. Even in the timpani here, we have to chase what's going on with everything else happening in the melody. So let's pick a simple one like trumpet, and let's go ahead and take a look-see. So I'm just gonna change colors so we have different colors to look through. Maybe this one. Yellow. Okay. All right. So purple is the one we're using as a reference, and then everything else is the bass line and timpani notes. Okay. On this one, let's go to the big view. Okay, so as you can see here, we're going dee da dee da. Let's play it. So dee da dee da. Okay, so da na 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 na. So the bass line needs to chase that somehow. So now let's do all parts. Let's go. What is this anyways? Oh, it's trombone. Okay, so might want to just go short on these. Like that. Boom. Like that. Okay. Same with this. I'm thinking staccato for some reason. I'm not sure. It's just a kind of a gut feeling. So let's do that. Okay, so we have gut, not gut. We have staccato, and we're gonna go like that. Let's just do it all the way through. So we got that. There you go. All right. So then we can copy that in a way. So we can go B. You know what? Let's mute that one. Let's go to C sharp. Let's mute this one. Let's go to D sharp. Let's mute this one. And F sharp. Okay. So let's see how that sounds. Okay. All right. Now, for some reason, I can't hear that. That's because this isn't on. There you go. So let's bring these guys up. Okay. Bum, bum. So, can I play that? Right. We can go something like that. We can go. We could do that. And do an octave. Do like a descending line, basically. And that's kind of cool too. It's just hard to hear. Let's see. So this is trombone, and there's bass trombone, right? Okay, so maybe we'll keep the bass trombone as it is, and let's bring like that. And I'm not sure if those are the right notes exactly, but it's a good start. So I just keep clearing the muted notes, and then what's this? Okay, it's a timpani. So let's look at timpani stuff. Let's go C sharp. Bum, bum, bum. What if we kept it on the B for a second? Let's think about that. Dun, dun. Okay, dun, dun. What if we did this marcato? That doesn't really do much, huh? Let's do sustain. So for this one, let's do sustain. Okay. Bum, 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 boom. All right. Okay, let's keep going. So then this is the bass line. This is a synth bass. So we need to go change this to B. Oh man, is that right? I want to say we should be on B here, but it could be C sharp. Okay, so right here we have C sharp. Okay, that's good. And then B. Okay, I see what happened. I need to go up. Oh man, that's a bummer that it doesn't go lower to B, but that makes sense. Yeah, so we'll go to that higher B. And then what about this one? Okay, maybe here we go to an F. Okay. All right, now let's mute these and go build off of that. So I'm going to mute the bass and the trombone, or just the brass. Cool. All right, so boom, 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 boom. So the trombone is doing this. Okay. Trombone and bass again. Okay, just a little bit behind the beat. What if I just kept it on B? Okay, let's just do that. Not as muddy if you just keep it there. Okay, and then let's keep going on lower elements. I have a feeling this is wrong. It's gotta go to B. Okay, so let's maybe on the last beat change that to F. F sharp, I mean. Okay, let's bring this volume. Jun, 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 jun. Same thing Got the B's. Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's go ahead and press play. All right. Cool. All right. A couple things. Let's make an ending. So jun 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 jun, something like that. And then let's add some percussion throughout this section, which is measures 37 to the end. Around there. Okay, so starting at 45, let's just end it with a bang. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, man, what should I do there? Yeah, let's just delete it. And then let's extend this out all the way to the end of 47. Okay, I'm going to go to each section. So let's go with the string section first. Okay. All right, so how should we do this? Let's try that. I might use elements from here actually. It's not going to be exactly it, but have some notes to go off of. Let's see what just happened here. There you go. So we have to change this to G sharp first off. Okay, let's listen. Okay, so then honestly, we could probably get away with something like this. Let's see, what did I do wrong? Oh, I know why. There you go. Okay, Let's just get rid of this. Or is it this? Okay. So gonna have to do it one by one. Right there. I'm just getting rid of the higher ones, the higher velocity ones like this one. Delete in. Delete in. Delete in. Okay, and we could probably copy and paste somewhere there. Okay, so you know what? Let's go and then do it again. And we could probably exaggerate this slightly, so meaning go like that. I have to. It transported me. Let's see. Let's just go here. Same thing. So on the velocities. Yeah. Okay. I think we're good. So then going back to that section. Let's go ahead and repeat that. Okay. Boom. Okay. we'll change this to sustains. Sustain. Are these not spiccato? Okay, they are. Okay, let's go down an octave, like that. All right. We'll change that and fix that. I'm just looking at some of this, kind of got thrown off. What is this one? This should be C sharp. Okay. All right. We're good. We're good. So let's keep going. Okay. So there should be something here, I feel. Well, maybe not. I think I'm just overthinking it. I think G sharp on octaves are pretty good. That should be good to go. Low strings though, I'm not sure. Right, I'm hearing like violas and violins only. So what needs to happen is down here with our cello and bass, something has to happen. I think we just copy that over actually. So go boom and boom. Okay, bring that down. Let's go into octaves. Right. Okay, let's record some expression in there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Should probably be 2 octaves, like that. Okay, so then there you go. So actually, we should go to end of 48, like that, like that. Okay. Right. Something else was happening here. There's some weird copy pasting happening, so let's just make sure that there's no weird overlaps. Oop. Okay, so yeah, this one is a weird overlap. I don't know which one's which, to be honest. Wow, that's cool. So yeah, there's something off here I need to change as well. So I'm not sure which one's which. Oh. Okay, so it looks like this should be C sharp, but then it should be maybe B. Okay, and then let's go, oh, wrong key. Okay, and this should be on the last beat of that measure. Okay, this isn't right. Let's do that. Okay, so it's just one measure of that, and then might as well just add this in. But we have this little G. Okay, and that probably should be shaped. Okay, all right. So this, now that we have a good concept, let's go back to the chord track. And I think I locked that. No, I didn't. So I just want to have that more clarified. So right at 43, we're actually in C sharp minor. And then here, we switch to B. And then you can kind of think of it as B all the way through. Because I do switch to F sharp at the very last beat of this bar. But I think if we just think of it as B all the way, it makes sense. Okay, and then you go back to at 47. Try and go straight to the right, but it's going down. G sharp minor, and that's the end. Okay, so now let's keep going, shall we? And let's add this other stuff. So I've been doing merge mode. Might have to go back and forth on that, I'm not sure. Alright. So there's all sorts of funkiness happening. I know exactly what happened now. When I... Oh man, this goes for everything, doesn't it? Ooh. Shoot. I'm just wondering if I should do this instead. Give me 1 second. Okay, I know exactly what happened. I need to fix what I just messed up on, to be honest, but so let's stretch out the ones that I didn't have. Okay. I think we're good. Is this right? Okay, so let's stop that for a second. This is like a global copy paste, so I had to do that so it doesn't mess up anything. All right, let's do some cleanup here. I'm gonna take any audio track that I have or may have and bring this in. Yep, that needs to go in back in. All right, so we have audio dragged out, and same with these guys. Yeah, I shouldn't have done this. Basically, select the whole event and do that. I shouldn't do that. That's a no-no. The only time you should do that is once everything's glued together and at the right lengths. Okay, so I think I saved everything I messed up on. Let's just double check. Okay. All right, so the ending for the strings are done. Now let's add the ending for the brass and maybe timpani. So then we have here, I'm kind of curious if I can do something like this, to be honest. It's not going to be the same, but yeah. So anyways, I could copy over all of this, though. This might work. Like, that works pretty well, I would say. Right? Right, something like that. But here, not so much. So what can we do here? Okay. Dun, dun, bum, 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 bum. What if I just highlighted those accents? So yeah, it's gonna select one and go. Okay, and let's make it staccato, bum 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 bum, like that. Oops. Oh yeah. Let's do some harmony on that. Cool. All right, let's see here. All right, so we can probably bring that down slightly. All right. All right. Let's try again. All right, so it's a little shaping there. All right, so that's the trumpet. Let's go down to horn. Actually, let's go back here. Okay. So I'm adding this B as part of the G minor chord. Sorry, something isn't right. Just realized this should be here and this should be here. Okay, now we're good. So this G sharp minor chord would be nice to highlight a B, but it's not necessary. Sorry. Okay, so let's just keep that more open. So then that means here. Okay. Same thing. Let's keep it congruent. Okay, great. All right, so brass is more or less done. Maybe bouncing on this end here. So let's do this shortcut key. Oops. Yeah. So I just need to do once. But yeah, what this does is it scales it down 50%. Okay. Good. All right. So now let's actually cut this so that it's not 4 beats but 2 beats. Like that. Give it a second. All right. And once that happens, we can go to the next part. Okay. You can see how that changed. So this is like a 2/4 bar. Might as well add it in now. 2/4, and then this is a 4/4 bar. All right. Next is we had marimba and stuff too. I just realized, and that's not there anymore. All right. Well, that's something we can live without for another time. But I really want to finish this track, and we're running out of time here. It's getting a little late for me, so let's get all the essentials in here. So I talked about timpani. Let's add timpani. There's something wrong there. Boom. It's because of the global copy paste. So that messes things up a little bit. Okay, so with the timpani, we can probably pick one of these guys down here. And going into here, right? That works actually pretty well. Bum, 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 bum. And then doing a fill or roll for 2 beats. Okay. Okay, let's exaggerate that a bit. So over here, I can go like this. Okay. Let's see. I can probably go higher. Yeah. Let's go higher. Cool. And then, yeah, that should work. That's a G sharp. Boom. Okay. So what am I doing here? Oh, I see. That's a nice synth. Okay, let's look over here now. So this is the bass line. Yeah, you know what? Let's just go like this. Boom, 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 boom. And let's reinforce the trombones with this. Okay, make it shorter. Okay. Oh, actually, bring the velocity down. Okay, but towards the end, let's bring it up. Like that. Cool. All right, and then next is the drums. So now we're at the drum level. Drum level, you can see how once I extend it out, it's acting kind of funny. So let's delete that, extend it out, delete that. Okay. So what can we do here? That works pretty well. I mean, man, I don't think I need to change much. Let's see here. Okay, so let's find the notes first off. Maybe I have to do this. Okay. Bum. So let's bring up the accents, which is here. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. And let's just do that for the next part. Oh, except I'm in the wrong spot. So let's undo that for a second. Okay, and let's go to the right spot, which is, I believe, here. Okay, right there. So let's copy that over, and as you can see, the notes are accented on the right spots now. All right, it's a little bit subtle difference there. Let's see right here. Okay, so this one can change as well. So we're really just trying to accent everything. John, 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 John. Okay. Alright, great. Okay, and the last little thing is I want to add an effect. So what we could do is we can find an effect that we used before and sort of use as a guide. Right. Let's try this effect here. Okay, so there's that little yeah, this sound. So what if I can go twice as much? Oh, this has all sorts of effects on there though, huh? Oh, this is baked in though. I see. Okay, so, let's see what we can do. This is a baked in effect. I'm going to copy that over here. And we'll use that as sort of a guide to bring it up. Awesome, AJ. Hey, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Yeah, and the internet dropping out here and there. What's the beauty of it is you can always come back to it later, and watch it when the connection's better. Okay, so that's kind of fun. If we do that right there, what other effects can we add? Let's go here for a second. I'm gonna load in some sound effects. Oh, sorry, this is wrong. I need to go to media and get out here. Okay, let's go here. Boomers, downers. I'm thinking of a downer. Okay, this might be a little too subtle or something, but let's try it. So right at 46, and we might have to time stretch this to be shorter like that. Right. Okay, cool. And let's put a little fader on that. Cool. That's kind of fun. That does do something. It really just kind of gives a nice little drop there. So then if we were to double that with anything, let's see. Let's think about that. Maybe some gongs or yeah, I haven't added any crashes, but we definitely probably could benefit with some crashes here. So just as a thought for doing that. Okay. Hold that thought for a second. We have this here. Oops. Let's go. Interesting. This needs to be quantized. There you go. Okay, so we're gonna go maybe even one beat. Oops. Alright, so let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. So the I think we could probably use some real crashes. So oops. Let's do some piatti. Either You know, I like the east-west piatti, so let's find that over here. Let's turn that on. Hopefully that works okay. By the way, if you're enjoying this, please do like and subscribe. Anything helps. Sharing the video to anyone you think will benefit from this, either in your social media and whoever else. As far as other ways to support me, you can look in the descriptions. And if you want to get lessons and receive the latest announcements that I have a little newsletter that you can subscribe to as well. Okay, so let's go to this part. So let's add that into some of this, maybe even at 37. It's a little late. But that's the idea. Okay, so let's add that in. I think that would be a good spot. Okay, so then let's go to the next part. Right. Okay. Okay. All right. So then we just need a couple things. Let's see. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. I'm just double checking what I'm doing on timpani. Do we need anything else? Let's see. Okay, I got an idea. Let's do some automation here in the MIDI. Okay, I heard a weird rhythm here. Let's see. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's right. So let's shorten this guy. Okay, so here we just need some drums. Boom. We just need a boom at the very end. So what can we do here? Let's do that one. If that doesn't loop, let's see. That's too bad. Okay, so that'll work, and then we have something like that. What is this, damage? Oh, that's right. Okay, so let's do that for that drum, and then for this drum, okay, great. For this drum, that one. For this drum, there's 4 drums I'm using. Okay, cool. All right, so this one in particular, the damage, I feel like it needs. Oh, okay, interesting. It needs some reverb. So what I'll do on this is, let's just do a dry render. The problem is I can't put reverb on this one because these other tracks are actually sharing the same channel. But I think they could do as is. It's just this one is a bit too dry for me, so I think adding some reverb will help. Okay. Now what's funny is it says 100, but it's really like at 80%, and then it goes to 100. And this is just because it's not a Cubase thing; it's actually a Vienna ensemble thing. Okay. All right. So now we can add some of this, right? And let me double check another thing. Interesting. Let me get rid of this. Okay, so let's add the percussion again. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit better. All right, so we might have everything we need. Let's just kind of do a little spot check. I think there are a few spots I wanted to touch on, but I'm not sure where. Okay. Oh, yeah. So first off, we should probably start this on measure 2. And for the sake of my YouTube, what should I say? My time coding, like when I create chapters inside of these videos, it's maybe so I don't have to like offset everything. I'm just going to start it at 2 and keep this stuff blank. Like that. Okay, but I mean, yeah, this is not typical. I don't usually start things at 2, but usually for YouTube videos, I like to, kind of keep track through the measures. Okay, so then we have this part. Okay. So maybe we could do with a cymbal, or excuse me, a gong roll as well, right there. That kind of helps. It's also a little bit loud, I feel. So let's bring this down. Oh, I see. Yeah, there are a lot of other things happening here. So this whoosh is kind of loud. Right? So we probably don't need that loud. Cool. Let's make sure all of these are in staccato or spiccato. Cool. Let's bring up the volume. Cool. All right. Don't need this. Don't need this. I'm actually gonna delete all the stuff I don't need. This I do need, but usually I archive that. So let's see if I can go down there. Oh, interesting. Let me archive this real quick. I'm gonna do some cleanup. So where is that? It's right here. It's highlighted. So then this can go there. Actually, let's do that again. There you go. All right, so that's archived in there. Let's move this perk loop down here and let's title it the same thing. It's called for the track like that. Okay. What else? Do I need this stuff? These are just whooshes from before. Technically, I should archive these. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Okay. Bring that in there. I can probably delete this now. Delete this. Okay, what's this? Don't need that, don't need that. Don't need, oh, actually, these are probably archived stuff too, huh? So if I go here, this should be there. That was an accident. Okay. So same thing, let's just archive these guys. Technically, should do this. This is just good housekeeping towards the end, because I'm not sure when I'll touch this piece again ever. This is, again, the reason why I do these streams is mainly just practice. Sometimes I might use it, but most likely this is just something that you'll see only on YouTube. All right. So the reason why I did that is so I can go ahead and glue them together. I have a nifty little shortcut key for that. And let me just double check. So this, yes, the macro. Okay, so if I go like that, all of that is now, including the audio, is now grouped together. That's actually one thing I need to fix is how to deselect the audio and just do the MIDI. Anyways, you see how everything's glued together now? Great. So then I could go like this and start gluing these as one unit. And there's advantages to this, and there's disadvantages to this, but overall, it's important to have a system for yourself, and kind of treat your sessions the same way so that you know where you left off from last time. It's just a good peace of mind. Okay. And I wish there's a shortcut key for this. I can't for the life of me figure out how to do this as automation. But anyways. All right, so we have that. Any events that are, oopsie, try that again. Any events that are a little bit too long, I'm just gonna bring them in like so. Do that for timpani, for this, for this, for this, actually this. Okay, so that looks pretty clean. Oh, we're not done. There we go. So that, it looks good. A few other things. Let's look at your key switches. Just by doing that, you can see here, maybe add this as well. Velocity is, you can see where the notes have been assigned, where they haven't been assigned. Sometimes when they're not assigned, then you know something wrong is going to happen, like this one. This should be, I don't even know, sustain. Yeah, okay, so I'm glad I checked for that. Let's keep looking, shall we? Okay, so for here, this is a string, and these should be also sustained, so let's go ahead and do active part only, sustain. It might be Sordino, actually. Not sure. Let's just keep them sustained. Okay, next. And as you can see, I'm just looking for the velocities here, and I'm seeing if anything's assigned to it. Like this one, this is marimba, so it's okay. Excuse me. Timpani's okay. Timpani's okay. This is, so we're almost done. This is Hallian Sonic stuff. Hot brass, don't need. Okay, so we're good there. Last thing is just labeling stuff. My synth bass, as you can see here, this item is called Zebra HZ01. I don't want that, so I'm just going to highlight and hold Shift Enter. Bam. All right. I think we're good to go. Let's go ahead and press play. And this is a crime action cue that we've worked on for the last 4 sessions. I'm really happy with the way it's panned out. There's a few spots here and there that probably I will want to tweak, but more or less this is a finished composition. All right, here we go. Okay, well, that is all for today, guys. Thank you for watching wherever you guys are at. Looks like, I have AJ Sound Bites from the UK. I'm in Utah, and it's just a pleasure to meet people from all around the world who get to support and watch. So, big shout out to AJ Soundbites and anyone else that were watching live. Thank you for watching. These videos are always ready for view on demand as well afterwards. So please check them out and be sure to like and subscribe. My name is Josh Sohn. I'll be signing out for tonight. All right, I'll see you guys later. Also, just as a reminder, I won't be able to stream for the next 3 weeks or so. But I'll be working a hard deadline, and hopefully we can get back on more streams in the future. All right, take care. Have a good night. Bye.